Hello, and welcome back. So, I was speaking before about my adventures down towards London, Ontario. Yes, an Amiga 500 left us, 2 VIC-20s came back, and I took some pictures. So, what I need to do now, to get back in the game here with our camera that we can see what's what, is see this. This is a very long lens, and it gets longer. It is a 100 to 400 zoom lens. It is. If I were to try to use it in here, it's possible in some certain application it might be successful. Possibly. But I can't think of one. So, what must happen now is, you may notice this lens here is quite a bit shorter. This is a 28 to 80, 100 to 400. So the shortest, sorry, the longest on this is not even as long as the shortest on this. That's the long and the short of it. So, there are some people in the photography world who never take the lens off lest they get dust on the sensor. I don't change the lens very often, but I do. It's not difficult. There's a little button right here. So, you push it, you twist, the lens comes off. Now, I will put that delicately down over there. I then take the cap off of this lens, look for the little orange mark. There's an orange mark on the side. Line that up with the orange mark on the front of the camera body, and twist. And poof! We have moved the lens. Now, that is not all, because now, of course, I want to make sure the dust does not get into the other lens. So I take the bottom piece and line up, there's an arrow. I line it up with the same orange mark, and away we go. Now, somewhere, I have the lens cap for this, but it's not right here. So this is not a lens I often use. I don't usually need to try and get so close, and also I've found the optics on this lens are just, they're okay. But I have another lens that I think it's a 75 to 300 that I like better. So I put it carefully away. I will find the lens cap for it, but right now it is safe in the bag. The bag can go right there. So now, when I turn this camera on, and I look and see, oh my, there are a lot of settings on cameras. Certainly, the white balance is now far from what is needed in here. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I will go for incandescent. Yes, I will. Okay, so this camera is now ready. Let's see, can we get a shot? Maybe not. Oh, okay. Another thing I often do, here and there, when I'm out and about, let's try this. Is if I am in a set position, like on a tripod or where I'm set, I will put the focus on auto for a moment, get it where it's all happy, and then switch it quickly to manual, so that it stays, so it doesn't go wee 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 wee, as they do. So that is what I will do. I'm just going to go across the table and plug this in. Now, yes, not plug it in, connect it. Look, I have enough battery. I will switch it to the movie mode, which I don't have to do, but the movie frame is just slightly smaller than the frame when shooting still pictures. So, if I'm to get everything sort of aimed properly and figured, it's good to have it figured. Alright, so I'm at the tripod on the other side of the table, and whoa, it is it doesn't want to move. Sorry, there we go. A lot of tripods have those little inserts so that you can just have them on the bottom of the camera. And I don't like those because, of course, they get lost. And then the tripod is essentially ruined because it is hard to find such replacements. That's why in most of the second-hand stores you go, you'll find lots of tripods with no insert. So I often try to find old tripods that do not have an insert. I do. Now, let's get that all secured. Okay, so we have attained focus the way I said that I attained focus. And I'm in movie mode, so it's time to press record, I believe. Do I want to do anything else? Maybe I will bump the ISO up another notch. Let's just see. I'm just going to press record. And then not press record. And just have a look. Because certainly, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So, it only takes but one setting to cause a catastrophe. So, I'm going to come around here. That is the plan. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. So now, what's going on here? What's happened here? Oh. Did I not turn this on? I thought I turned this on. Maybe I turned it off on the way over. I step on the plug. Oh God, what have I done? Stand by. Maybe. Well, that didn't make any difference. What's going on here? What? Oh, I've done something. What it is, making no sense. The power bar. Oh, I see. Aha! The power bar I'm plugged into has a timer. Ugh. And somehow I must have cut it and flicked it over. Okay, so now we have lights. We do. Okay. So another thing I'm going to do, because I don't think we're going to get anything worth seeing on this monitor for a bit, is I have found that if I turn it on an angle, not there. There, just about there. It hardly shows up and you can get a look at the screen. Not that the screen is going to do anything. So, alright, it's time to open up this VIC-20. So, let the games begin. Alright, so, here we are with, yes indeed, a Commodore VIC-20. There it is. It is not in bad shape. It certainly has some dirt on it. And I just got this from London, Ontario. And when I plug it in and turn it on, it does. First of all, the power LED does not come on. And what else? It does not very much of anything on the screen. It does put up a funny little pattern which doesn't even show up on the secondary monitor. So I don't think there's much of anything to report there. So, try not to lose the screws. It is nice to have the original screws. My gut tells me that maybe there could be either some chips missing or the fuse is blown. Alright, so just a moment, I'll take this keyboard off and set it aside. And there we have this VIC-20. This is certainly not an early version. It is, well, the original would have gone all the way out to these screws. This is some smaller. Every single single chip is not in a socket. Let's see what's in here, if anything. Oh, yep. There is the VIC chip, the 6560, and it too is not in a socket. So this will be challenging. Now, is the fuse blown? Excellent question. At first glance, it appears to be okay. But fuses are a funny thing. So, I have this meter here that sometimes serves me well. That is continuity checking. So if I put it on each side of the fuse, it should tell me if the fuse is good. So the fuse is good. Well, this is certainly not a case where I can, push down on all the chips and and see what's what. Because I would like to think that you can sort of see that there. Not but one chip is in a socket. Not big, not small, not anything. So, I don't think we're going to get terribly far on this today. I will, of course, plug it in again and see if there's anything that tells me anything else that I might possibly do. Maybe opening it up. Okay. Now that is strange. Because before, when I turned this on, it did absolutely nothing. And now, the VIC screen is coming up. And I've done nothing different. I've just, you know, taken the top off. So, this is very strange. Now, I did unplug the keyboard. I did. I wonder, could there be something about the keyboard? Here's the keyboard. Could there be something about the keyboard that is upsetting to the rest of the machine? First, if you remember, the power LED did not come on. So, I'm just going to turn it on here. And now the power LED comes on. Excellent. But why? Alright. So now, with some difficulty, I will attach the keyboard. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Oops. I think I have not done that properly. It does not feel right. Hello. Okay, the keyboard is now plugged in. I will turn it on. The power light comes on. And the VIC-20 screen comes up. The keyboard where is this? G, U, V, W, X, Y. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Big. Well, that's interesting, because it does seem that the keys that don't want to work, it doesn't matter what I do, they don't want to work. And the keys that do, for example, the cursor down key is, oh well, maybe they're just dirty. Let's try. I think number 1 didn't work. Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe we had a case of Or maybe a chip inside that was partially not okay. But maybe we just have a dirty keyboard. But it's working. But it wasn't working. But it's working. I can't imagine that opening it up did much of anything. Except now it works. Well, that's always good. Let's see. Just for fun, let's insert a cartridge. Alright, let's turn it up. Well, that went remarkably uneventfully. Sometimes cartridges need a little wiggle. Aha! Oh, cool. Alright, so I know you can't see that here, but this Avenger game is very much like Space Invaders, but don't tell anybody. Well, something funny happened. It was going quite well. What happened there? It made a funny thing on the screen. Let's see if it comes back to life. Okay, so this is Avenger on the VIC-20. I know I'm not going to try playing it, I'm just letting it die because the last time it died and went to do something, it did something strange. Game over. Well, now it seems to be working. Ah, so now I press F1 and it does strange things again. So, is this the VIC-20 or is this the cartridge? I don't know. I guess the plot thickens, especially when this VIC-20 didn't work. It did not. But now it does. Okay. So let's let it go on and die. Game over. F1 to begin. Now, I suspect, and now, who knows? Maybe the machine is just sort of coming to life. Let's see what happens this time. So that should be the end of the game. I have to press F1 to begin, and it's playing again. Well, it seems we have a mystery. How shocking is that? Well, we certainly know now how it is. It's not hard to open a VIC-20. It's just 3 screws. There's no shielding on this one. And now, it's working. Well, I'm sure we will continue to explore this VIC-20. Thank you for being here on the close-up camera. We'll return with more to try and figure out, is this VIC-20 working? Is it not working? And what was wrong? I'm somewhat baffled, as usual. Bye for now. Okay. Well, that was interesting. It was. Oh, now it's doing doing the demo. Very good. It's funny, you know, the very first game I ever saw on the Commodore PET, which got me hooked, was something along the lines of Space Invaders. Use joystick or keys. Cool. Well, I have two VIC-20s. And, oh, there we go. And at this moment anyway, they both seem to be working. But, I don't believe it exactly. That nothing I did to open that up should have done what it did. So I'm kind of baffled. And there's no chips to push down, and there's no chips to reset. I did take the cover off of the VIC chip, but the VIC chip is not in the socket. This should make no difference. There's always a mystery. Okay, well, we will meet again, and I will think about other ways to test these machines. Until we meet again, bye for now.